welcome to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app to scan your face into the game. Once you're good with
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oklahoma City, that's the location for the Lakers. The intimidation factor looms large. Anthony Davis is locked in and focused on winning, trying to lead his team as they get ready themselves for the raucous crowd here at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Lakers, Thunder, the Western Conference Finals begin. Two Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game one of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Cook out there with Green, and it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Robertson in at the 3. It'll be the Thunder off the tip, and what a moment for these teams as this important game, one of the Western Conference Finals, is getting going here. It's stolen by Davis, and Davis throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. It's stolen by Green. He feeds it to Cook. LeBron passes to Green. Kicks to Cook. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to LeBron from deep three-point range. They get it back.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Paul. Gallinari trying to get open. And Paul gets it to go in.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
James, and the dunk by James.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Now he understands the importance of this first one. He said, sure, we're the higher seed. We have home court. That means the pressure's on us to come out and perform. Now, he liked what he saw at shoot-around today and hopes that translates in game time. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here is Howard. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Count that one.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Here's Oklahoma City. Paul kicks to Robertson. Gallinari surveying the D. Sinks the triple.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Davis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw, no good. get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
The shot's good from Paul.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Now here's LeBron. Davis, the pass to Cook. LeBron outside. Over Robertson. And it's LeBron missing.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a two-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. The Thunder shooting their first free throws here for the night. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Andre Robertson. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Green. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. Here's Noel. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Cook dishes to Caldwell Pope. And Waiters has it in the corner. Caldwell Pope up top. He's covered by Muscala. Good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's Schroeder missing.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And the long strides of KCP. Dangerous changing ends there, and he loves to finish in space.
Thunder trailing by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gallinari against Caldwell Pope. Now, here is Gallinari. He's guarded closer. To the wing right side. Here's Schroeder.
Great to see Kuzma working so hard defensively, showing how effective he can be.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, ending the first quarter with a 13-5 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
Toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Cook out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3, the small forward.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
For Los Angeles, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. A different look for Oklahoma City. Robertson, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. And then for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Green in for Quinn Cook.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. West side.
Thunder trailing by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And finished off by Davis.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Anthony Davis. And he makes that one.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Schroeder against Waiters. Passes it to Green. And stolen by Robertson. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the right wing. A baseline J. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Muscala.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Kevin, we saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Muscala. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma.
It's incredible to me, Kevin, how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Pass to Noel. And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lock at 6. Here's Adams, and it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Shots good by Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 13. That 3 off the mark.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Bobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high-flying as ever.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. All finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Here's Adams, and boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Boy, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. Now here's Green. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's LeBron, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
Alinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. And then for Los Angeles, Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Waiters. Free throw, no good for James. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Caldwell-Pope outside. And Howard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for LeBron.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Thunder trailing by 14. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks the ball. At the teardrop, and he sinks the layup.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Los Angeles has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Davis in the corner. On the wing, again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Here's Davis. Steven Adams making his last shot. The drive by James, and he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. So here's Gallinari. He's got 6. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here is Cook. 6 points for him. Kuzma outside. Pass to Howard. From deep. And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They get way too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front of the post, and, you know, to communicate a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoffs are happening, and we're happy to have you here for the halftime show. Taking a look at the Lakers, boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final. Horn. Oh, buzzer.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Final. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Lakers leading by 13. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Paul. Good, nice job down low. Paul's got 9.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Dwight Howard.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back in off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Davis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Paul following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it goes down 2 points. And that's now 11 points for Chris Paul.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were bragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside, Green. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes it to James. Back to Cook. He kicks it to Green. LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And Green with the basket on the assist from Cook. He has 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Paul. Here's Adams, and the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot block, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
Noel's checked in for Gallinari. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Waiters, he's checked in for Quinn Cook. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Launches it. That shot is off.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And the Thunder making a change here. Schroeder's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. McGee's checked in. Here's Paul. McGee with the block. 3 on 3. Floats it up for James. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in. Waiters against Paul. Waiters right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Green outside. And it's Noel with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Schroeder. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Inside. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first bucket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Well, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Ferguson's checked in for Chris Paul. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now, here's Schroeder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And Noel throws it down.
Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Caldwell-Pope finds Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. Schroeder outside. Now, here's Robertson. Guarded by Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Tries from 10. Robertson can't hit. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Schroeder. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
With the putback.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Thunder shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Morris is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Caruso in at the point. And that one's good. Burton. Lakers leading by 23. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. The feed now to Dudley. Here's Ferguson. Dort passes to Baisley. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Caruso. Stripped away. One-on-one here. Here's Burton. No good. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Here's Caruso. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Going with a whole new group out there. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. McGee with the block. Tipped away. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Howard. Kicks it out to James. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. And that'll be his third foul so far. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Robertson. The Thunder with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, it's simply going to take more of an effort than that to deter LeBron James. The strength and the skill set are overpowering.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Nader's checked in.
One shot.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
Now here's Paul. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ball outside. It's up a 3. Oklahoma City gets it back. Count the basket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's James. Steven Adams making his last shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Howard. Waiters comes in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Quinn Cook. James, no good on the free throw. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's Paisley. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again, and there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboard.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Burton's checked in for Adams. James, no good on the free throw. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And the layup falls.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Kuzma.
If ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
I think his skills tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Now here's LeBron, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Just a phenomenal drive to the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. 1:02 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Ferguson. Pass to Baisley. Here's Burton, covered by Morris. From 12 feet out, a rebound by the Lakers. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by James. Yep, that one goes in there.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Burton. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dort, a three-pointer is right on target. And so it's the Lakers with it. Here's James, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Come on, LeBron welcomes contact, so you are really doing him a favor when you send him to the line.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but that's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.